All right. Hello, 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 everyone. This is DebraSue with Toledo to the World. Welcome to my platform for another Thursday edition of the program. Today, we have a very special guest. Her name is Belinda Hollywood Houston, or Doll Hollywood, as she's known in her community. She is a very special lady, everyone, with a very special mission. And I would like to bring her on the stage today and talk about some of the wonderful things that she's doing in the community where she is. She's not from Toledo, of course. But as you know, although we talk about Toledo to the rest of the world, we also introduce other individuals from other platforms, other states, to tell us what's going on in their surroundings. So, welcome to the platform, Adal Hollywood.
Well, hello, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be on the show. When I was asked to be on the show by Jonathan, I was like, I'm down, ready to get on the show. Talking about you would like Miss DebraSue. I said, I pretty much like everybody. So
Well, I kind of
it ain't too many people that Hollywood don't get along with. And if you don't like me, you'll start to like me. You begin to love me.
That's right. You have
It's
a very
just me.
special you have a special spirit about yourself. I really couldn't imagine anybody not liking you because you have a very giving spirit about yourself. And that's the reason why I asked you to come onto the show, Dow, because you actually have a mission of actually giving to children, right? Let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk about your organization. Just kind of introduce me to the concept of your organization.
Well, I was in a car wreck and I was at home being bored, nothing to do. I was a part of the Queen City Dolls. They are original with the Elite Dolls of Faith out of Atlanta, Georgia. And we always volunteer in the community and stuff, but you never hear anybody talk about going to service the kids, the babies.
Mm-hmm.
And I do a lot of volunteering. So by being at home, I started asking people for their baby clothes.
Okay.
And so my daughter was pregnant and she had a set of twins. So I started keeping the baby twin that started keeping their baby clothes and washing them. They were nanny. So, I'm keeping their clothes together. So I'm making sure that their clothes are taken care of. And so I asked the Queen City Dolls, if they would be by my side and help me with giving out baby clothes. I didn't have a name.
Mm-hmm.
And we was trying to come up with a name, and my daughter say, let God give you a name. So it took a year
Mm.
for me to get a name, and God gave me God's Gift Baby Ministry. So God's Gift Baby Ministry was born. It'll be 7 years in June. I relied on clothes from my grandbabies, my granddaughter, which is 17 now, my grandson, which is 13 now. The twins are 7, and my youngest granddaughter is just turned a year old. So I save all their clothes. All their clothes come to me.
That's nice.
Then I got a niece. All her clothes come to me. Then my cousin, all of her daughter clothes and her son clothes come to me.
Uh-huh.
So I started asking other people. They started packing up clothes. Tara, I met her through a connection.
Uh-huh.
And Tara started helping me out. She started asking her friends. She started collecting baby items. I started going to Tara house. In her garage, she would have bags of clothes. So we separate the clothes, put them in a tub by the
Hmm.
sizes, and I started going out in the community.
Yeah.
So God's Gift Baby Ministry has been a blessing to a whole lot of parents, mothers,
Hmm. I bet.
fathers.
Yeah. I bet.
from Queen City to Raleigh to Durham to even Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
Because
So
I
d- your
travel.
so your where's your mission located? Where your home base?
My home base is Charlotte, so I have a
Okay.
storage room.
Gotcha.
So I do everything in house.
Okay.
I get all the clothes and stuff ready. We put them in the tubs, pack up, and we go out. Or
Okay.
we pack up and we set up where they need for us to set up, or I go set up where I want to set up and I give out clothes.
That's a blessing. Listen, let me tell you something. What you do is really a blessing, and this was actually one of the questions that I was going to ask you. Is this thing solely for mothers? And apparently it's not. You also give to fathers as well. Am I correct?
Yes, because I go live on Facebook, girl, and I be like, look, fathers, y'all know y'all need these pampers for these babies and y'all ain't got no money. Y'all need to come on down here and get these free pampers, get these clothes for these babies that y'all know that y'all don't have enough money for. Y'all ain't got to tell the girl that y'all came down here and got the pampers. It's
There you
okay.
go. Yeah.
Personally, ask for me. I'll make sure I got you straight. I'll
I
fix
like
it up for you and everything.
I
And
like
I've
that.
done
You
that.
you auntie down. You're just gonna tell it like it is and just have them come on down, huh?
Why I'm a sugar cold. This past weekend, I'm a service provider for Mecklenburg Council of Elders,
Okay.
which they deal in criminal justice.
Uh-huh.
They do expungements. So I set up because it's a whole total. This is the first year, the first giveaway that God's Gift Baby Ministry have done.
Okay.
So I set up when they're doing expungement.
Okay.
So we served a lot of women.
Okay.
Whether it's 25, okay, we served 13 parents,
Uh-huh.
but it was over 30 children
Ooh, wow.
that we actually served.
Wow.
So 13 parents, somebody along there had plenty of children
Right.
or quite a few children.
Right.
Understand? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not really, it's about the children.
Yes.
As long as that mother is happy when she comes and she know that she can get from 0 to 3 to 12 month clothing for her newborn baby,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be grabbing it all too.
That's right.
Because I don't set a limit to how much that you can get, especially
Wow.
with the new clothes, the
Yeah.
newborn babies and stuff. Is that I had 8 babies that I had to get ready for from November to December. So I made sure that all of them at least got up to 9 months of clothing.
Gotcha. You know what you are doing is truly a blessing, because prior to starting the show, we talked about the fiasco that just went on over this past couple of days about nonprofits and other entities possibly having their funding cut off, and that's something you didn't have to worry about, right? Let's talk about why.
And not worrying about it. I don't worry about that.
That's right,
I'm not
because you.
worried about that because I've been doing it all along. You know, when I was driving for Connection Mobility in Gastonia, North Carolina, my co-workers there, they had grandbabies. They had, one of them, her name was Tammy. She
Hmm.
gave me all her grandkids' clothes. The clothes and stuff come in. Like yesterday, the day before yesterday, I sing with this group called Basic Brothers and Sisters in Christ. So
Okay.
one of my choir members called me and she say, "Girl, my cousin got some clothes and she want to get rid of them." I said, "Really? I want them. I know you do. That's why I'm calling." I said, "Okay." It was 3 bags of clothes
Wow.
that she that I went and picked up from her house.
Okay.
And when I tell you that this right here, and it ain't no cheap clothes, still got
Wow.
the tag on it. You see this?
Wow. Yeah, that's brand new.
The
Yeah,
tag
and
still on it.
sure enough. Yeah.
So when I tell you that I don't be playing, this all this is brand new stuff
Yeah.
that I have packed up already.
Wow.
This ain't the stuff that I gotta pack up. It's already packed up,
Packed and ready to go.
packed and ready to go.
Yes,
This
that's
is
a
stuff that
blessing.
came out of the bag. This is
I
stuff that
know.
came out of the bag the other day.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You have
Yeah,
nice stuff. You look like you went store shopping, girl.
yeah. See, look at that.
Very nice. Very nice. Yes. So
Tag still on them.
I can tell right now that people who donate to you know better than to give you something that they wouldn't put on their own kids. They give you very nice stuff.
Girl, let me tell you something. And I tell them all. Do not call me to come pick up some mess because I'm going to go through it. I'm going to
Yeah.
go through to see what you got because if it's
Yeah.
mess,
That's
I'm not
right.
taking it
Right.
because I mean, I've been where some of these mothers been.
Yes. Yes.
Don't have the money to buy Pampers.
Yeah.
Don't have the money to buy your baby some clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there.
Right.
So these clothes, some of the other clothes that I've gotten from people, I've put on my kids.
Yes.
I have put on my grandbabies.
That's right.
So if I won't put them on my grandbabies,
Yeah.
I'm not going to put them on nobody else's baby.
Yeah, so you set standards. That's very apparent. You set standards for yourself
Correct.
and for what, and that's really a good thing because with you being, a provider in the neighborhood that people look forward to and they know that they can come to you for help, they also know they're going to get quality stuff and they can get it without limit because you do give without limit and God is definitely blessing you for your work. But let me ask you this question, Dal, because it's one of those things that every organization has to face. What's been one of the biggest obstacles for you? And we could say God brought you through obstacles, and maybe you're still overcoming an obstacle. But in running this organization, what's been the biggest obstacle for you?
It's finding me a building. I need a building.
Uh-huh.
I need a building to where I can set up. I have a kitchen area big enough to where I am able to feed some of these parents and their kids.
Okay,
That's a big obstacle for me
for sure.
because I'm not somewhere that they can come in, they can have something to eat,
Yeah.
the kids can enjoy themselves, while they're there,
Hmm.
and they can go home.
So you not only want to clothe families, you want to feed them as well, and you need room for that, right? So we speak that into the universe right now. This is a lady that deserves help from the community, you guys. So, for all my listeners who are listening on Instagram, YouTube, Roku, and all the other platforms that we are running on YouTube as well, if you can find it in your heart or in your pocket to donate to this lady, please, at the end of the show, we're going to tell you how to reach her. But even those in your community, your land bank in the community, if you people are listening, this is a very worthy cause, and this is a very giving woman who is not asking anything from anyone. She has undertaken this thing on her own, well, with her family. She has
And you're
daughters
right.
and And our families help us. And I think you come from a place where you know what it means to struggle. You know what it means to have to make it, and you look around and not see too many people giving too many handouts. And so you are trying to change that, and it's very evident.
And I am, but you know as well as I do. Ain't no
Mhm.
use to sugarcoating it. It's just being real.
Yes.
Sometimes people is not going to help,
Right.
and it's okay that they're not
Hmm.
going to help
Hmm.
because I know that I'm on a mission.
Right.
I know that this organization was given to me by God. So
Hmm.
when I was getting ready to give up, and this was recently, I was
Wow.
getting ready to let it all go
Okay.
because of what I was going through personally.
Gotcha.
I had this friend of mine, her name is Camille.
Okay.
She texted me and gave me a list of 5 women that needed something for their babies.
Hmm.
And I'm like, why are you sitting there tripping over what you got going on in your life? And these babies need you.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
I had to say, okay, God, you know what I'm going through, why
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
So the question
Yeah.
was to me was, well, what you getting ready to do about it? Well, I'm
Hmm.
finna sit right here on my fat ass is what I'm getting ready to do. Because I need to get my thoughts together.
That's right. And
And that's being real.
yeah, and I am actually agreeing with you wholeheartedly, because I think we're from the same school. Sometimes when you put your all into what you're doing for other people, you actually run dry. Sometimes you just run flat dry, and you look around and there's nobody to fill you up. And so you really have to have
True.
that. You have to have that spiritual talk to say, God, I need to be
That's
filled up right
true.
now.
I say, you know me.
Yes,
They say talk to God just like he your friend. He's
absolutely.
my friend. He know that I am a whole live fool. He know me.
And he
So that's
knows
what
you.
I done. I
Yes.
talked to him. I talked to him.
Uh-huh.
So I got myself together. I pulled out them bags. I went and pulled them tubs out of the bathroom, and
Yes.
I started packing them tubs. I
There
mean,
you
them
go.
bags. I
Yes.
had all 8 bags ready by the end of that day.
You got renewed with that energy to get busy again.
You're right.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, that's going to come and that's going to go, because I had a nonprofit for about 10 years, and I still fall back into that every now and then you have to really step back and evaluate yourself and say, what's more important, this community, or is it me? And we certainly come to the conclusion that it's the community, especially when it's involving kids, because you have parents out here, we wonder what in the world, but somebody's got to help these kids.
Well, I done told one girl at the expungement clinic, I said, you go ahead and have your baby. I say, when you have your baby and you need a babysitter, I said, you call Hollywood.
There you go.
I'll keep your baby. Don't
Yeah.
worry, I got your back. I
Yes.
tell all of my mothers that.
Uh-huh.
If you call me and I know that you straight up
Yeah.
and you ain't gonna leave me with your baby, cause I hate to be trying to find you with the
Right.
police.
You gotta hunt them
I
down.
look, I help look out to anybody, baby.
Right.
My daughter just got on me the other day. She said, you don't even keep your grandbabies like you used to.
Oh,
I'm
not the
getting ready to
daughter.
be 58.
Oh, not the daughter that
But
came after you, Dad.
yes, honey. And I don't.
Right.
I really don't. I'm tired.
Yeah. Well, you know what the
I'm
thing
tired.
is, if she needs you, she knows she has you. But also, you have a much greater assignment with these young, especially dealing with people in programs that are trying to get their records expunged, and young women who have been out on the street that are either pregnant or have had young children and they need help and don't have their moms around. That is a huge assignment. First of all, let me welcome little Terry to the building. Thank you, little Terry. Thank you, Jonathan Coleman, J. Cole. I appreciate you to death. Thor Angelico says, respect for what you're doing. You have my support. That's at you, Hollywood. So you're doing a great
Thank
work.
you.
Yes, indeed, absolutely. But one of the things I want to say is that you are changing lives with what you are doing, and you have an assignment, and as they say, the assignment, you accept the assignment, and you carry the assignment out well,
No
obviously.
doubt. No
There
doubt.
you go. So
No doubt.
what do you think as far as what you do, what do you think the biggest misunderstanding about the struggles that mothers face in the community is as far as necessities? Because a lot of people think they're lazy, or some people think, well, they just don't want to work. What do you think the biggest misconception is about these needy moms?
Uh, hmm. You really want me to go there?
I do.
You really don't want me to go there.
Listen, we are a live platform, but we are a truthful
Well,
platform. We know where we are.
it's sometimes it's the men that they involved with.
Hmm.
You know, if you gonna play house, you gonna do things. That man need to do the right thing and do what he need to do.
Uh-huh.
That's involved. That means taking care of your children too, and not capping you upside your head.
That's right. That's right.
So like I tell my own daughter, just like I tell my granddaughter, you know, that men, you know, dealing with women too, they got to come better than what you have. If they can come better than what you have, then you got something going on. But you
Hmm.
have to be able to stand and hold your own ground.
There you
You
go.
got to get in your mind, yeah, these are my kids and these are the things that I need to do. I can't afford to be lazy. I have to show my kids that I'm I'm their mother. I need to take care of them.
Uh-huh.
And then you got the ones this whole life crackheads, don't care. The
Right.
drugs, the
Yeah.
men. I
Yeah.
done been on the drugs. I worked every day. They
Hmm.
never knew that I was getting high
Mm.
because I carried myself very well.
Yeah. One of the things I think that, and we talked about realism and then we talked about misconceptions, because not all moms who need help are on drugs. Not all moms who
Right.
need, not all moms who need help are just lazy. They're not. You have money. First of all, let's just face facts. These doggone clothes are expensive now. They are expensive. You know what I'm saying? To go into a store to buy
Yeah,
baby
but
clothes. What is a pack of diapers now? Because it's been so long that I bought a box of Pampers. How much is a box of Pampers now?
you talking about a case?
A case. How much is the case
Oh
now?
well, Pampers, the brand Pampers, the highest is $50.
Oh my gosh. Woo!
Okay, so my grandbaby can't wear other diapers but Pampers
Right, right.
because the other ones break her
He
out.
probably yeah, he probably go, because boys can go through some diapers. Do you hear me? They take one little dunk and they're running all down their legs if you don't have on those good absorbent diapers.
Okay, so
Yeah.
but it's resources out there.
Yeah.
We give out resources, and it pisses me off when you give them resources and then they don't follow up on the resources. You
There you go.
know, you can blame the mother for a lot of things because the only thing it take is the dial a number.
There you go. Yeah. Let me pick up
And
on some of these.
then,
So I'll pick up on one of these comments right here. Little Terry says women tend to. Let me see if I can straighten this out, Terry, because it says something here that I think maybe you meant to type it a different way. Uh, you say that women pick off of appearances. They'll date a man, I guess, or off of appearances and situations, but get mad once they realize that who they chose to date, basically is not who they probably should have been dating. Instead of looking for appearances, it should have probably been to look at the inner qualities of a man. I agree with that, Terry. I don't think that's a
Yeah.
misconception at all. I think men tend to do the same thing. So I'm not going to say that that's a generalized statement, because I think both sexes do that. However, now we're talking about offspring that get involved, and we have to figure out now what's best for the offspring, the children. And so Hollywood is actually finding a way to help women who find themselves in that type of situation to at least get some help, to help ease their load a little bit by having resources available for them.
But a lot of women don't love themselves. They low
Yes.
self-esteem.
Yes.
I've been there. It was one time that I didn't love myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a number
Yeah.
of things and reasons to why us women, and I'm saying us women because I've been there. I've
Yes.
done that.
Yes.
Go through these things because the women like us, like myself,
Yeah.
sometimes don't have time for the other women that are,
Okay.
they say, is below us, beneath us.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Well, see, I have time because when
Mhm.
I do the expungements, even now, I even not even with the expungements, I talk to my women, these ladies on a regular. I calls and I send text messages to them. You
Mhm.
know, do y'all need anything? What's going on with you? How are you today?
Okay.
Some of the ones that I miss the women in Gastonia that I used to serve. They knew dog Hollywood like clockwork. But I'm not involved with those women like that
Right.
because I have health issues too. And I can't do a lot of driving,
Yeah.
but they gonna get me to Gastonia. And when I go to Gastonia, my van gonna be packed with baby clothes.
There you
Because
go.
I need to go see my women in
Yeah.
Gastonia.
Yeah.
And I know as
Mhm.
soon as I go to one house, one apartment, all she gonna do is make one call and they gonna be in her apartment lot
Yeah.
waiting for me.
Yeah.
If I can get her on the phone,
Yeah.
they gonna be waiting for me to get there.
So how many times a week do you do that? Do you do distribution?
Well, it all depends. Well, they call me. If someone call me and say they need Pampers, I go deliver the Pampers. Just like this young girl called me and told me she has had her baby already.
Okay.
So tonight I'm going to pack her bag for her little boy, and
Okay.
I'm going to go and deliver her bag to her tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Then I'm have calling someone on tomorrow. We're
Okay.
going to get ready to plan an outreach event in Mount Holly.
Mhm.
So once we set the date for that, then a flyer will be going out for Mount Holly and Gastonia. I want to pull both of them together. That's my plan
So
to do
so you,
that.
it sounds
Hopefully that be,
you do have support. You
huh?
absolutely have support for sure. Do you have now most of your support, like you said, comes from your family, friends, and maybe some church members. How
You
would you
cracking up
expect?
on me. I can't understand you.
Can you hear me now? Can you
Okay,
hear
go
me?
ahead.
Okay, so you get
Yeah.
support. How do you encourage others to donate to your organization? Or do for those who don't know you and they want to donate, how do you go about that?
Girl, I talk. I talk all the time.
Okay.
Jonathan didn't tell you? I'll go live on Facebook. We'll do a post. Um, Duty will do a post for us and put out things that we need. We'll do a post, a flyer to where we're going to be. If you want to donate, who to call, stuff like that. But when I go live, like when we did the expungement, the women
Mm-hmm.
that got stuff said that they had baby clothes, they
Okay.
want to donate. So I'm getting ready to go pick that stuff up when I get in touch with them. Yeah.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
let them know then what I would take and what I would not take.
Got you.
Yeah,
I
that
got
part.
you. I got you, Liz Hollywood. Listen, we are at our 6:30 hour already. I swear to God, the time just flew so fast with us. Dow, what I want to do, first of all, J. Cole, thank you, and you, Lil Terry, for your input at the bottom down here. I'm reading everything. But more importantly, Dow Hollywood, I want to thank you for coming on to the show. Is there anything you'd like to say in closing that you want to say to our viewers?
I want y'all to keep pushing. Women, if you're listening, if you need something from Hollywood and you in a 50-yard radius of Charlotte, North Carolina, don't hesitate to reach out to Hollywood, Houston. God's Gift Baby Ministry would love to be a blessing. I'm pretty sure Jonathan has put in the comments our shoot, I can't even get it out. The information to get that you can have for me and for him to get in touch
Mhm.
with God's Gift Baby Ministry. I'm what's going on, anything. I'm here. Just have me back so we can finish because there's some more stuff that we can talk about. 30
You know,
minutes
because
wasn't enough.
it really, I feel like I'm talking to a family member, a sister. Is like I felt like a half an hour was just not long enough with you, but unfortunately, that's where our show goes is a half an hour. I would definitely have you back on because I think that the
Next
world needs to
week,
talk about. I'll talk to
second
John.
segment, second segment next week, Thursday.
Let me talk to Jonathan about that because I'm
Did
actually
I
booked
do
out.
that?
I'm actually booked out to March, but I'll definitely will
Oh,
have you on.
what
I
you say
promise you.
tomorrow? Not
Yeah, I'm
around
booked.
my birthday,
Well, maybe we'll get you back on your when's your birthday?
March 11th. That whole week, nothing.
Okay.
So long.
Let me see what we can do about that, okay, to make that happen. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Jonathan has
yes.
listed in the comments for viewers. Jonathan is listed in the comments. www.facebook.com/God's Gift Baby Ministry is where you can actually reach out to Doll Hollywood, Ms. Hollywood. If you like to donate, if you like to do however you decide in your heart that God calls you to help this women's ministry, make sure you do that, okay? I first want to apologize to everybody. I sound so stuffy because I'm dealing with a little cold right now. So thank you for your forgiveness in advance. I appreciate that. And I'm so happy to have you on. Before I let you go, I know you did a shout out to J. Cole, Jonathan Coleman. Is there anybody else you'd like to send your thank yous to?
I send my thank you to everybody that is watching because that lets me know that Hollywood is still important.
There you go.
I
and,
love it.
and you are, my dear. I am so happy to have finally met you. I consider you one of my circle people now. And so I appreciate you. I'm definitely going to get you back on in March. Okay. I promise you I will.
No problem. I will be
Okay.
here with bells on,
All
baby.
right. Well, in the meantime, everyone, I'm going to tune out right now. We're at a 6:34 hour, just over just a little tiny bit. I want to say thank you to our followers, thank you to our Facebook friends, to our Instagram friends, to our YouTube friends, and to our platform at Roku. Shout out to our friends who follow us over there as well, because without you, there would be no DebraSue. Appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. Please join us next Thursday for another great edition of Toledo to the World with DebraSue. We will see you all then. Make sure you stay good and warm. Make sure you stay away from this cold, whatever this thing that is going around. Stay healthy, people. And we will see you all next week. Y'all have a good one, okay? All right. Thank you, Doll.
All right.
All right, honey. Bye bye.
Bye.